Alright guys, it's day 2 of the festival. We're about to head out right now to catch our first screening of Maria, followed up by Kill the Jockey, El Jockey. Then in the afternoon we got Puja Sir. I'm still hoping and holding out that I'll get into the I can't put it on. There we go. Into the very tiny screening of 149 seats that Kev, luckily enough, got a seat for in Sala Volpi for Cloud. I still don't have a ticket yet. I really hope that I'm getting it. And in the evening, we both have September 5th. You didn't get that at first. You're really happy that you got it now.
I got it now, but I also got disclaimer 5 to 6. I'm hoping I can get in, but I probably won't stay for the final episode because I got September 5. So.
And we also got the screeners for it, and tomorrow we should be able to post a full review of the whole series because I've already seen it. So yeah, we'll keep you posted. Oh, we're passing Maria. Isn't this nice, Kev? Let's talk about the film.
That's such a coincidence because we actually saw Pablo Larraín's latest biopic, Maria, today. So we can actually already talk about it.
Yep, the embargo has dropped, and I liked somehow her. Angelina Jolie is great in it, but I feel like I like Pierre, what's his name?
Pierre Francisco Favino.
He's amazing in the film and goes a bit underappreciated, and I feel like he kind of steals the spotlight from her. But that's not the only thing we watched today, right? We
watched boats. It's there.
We are navigating the tiny streets of Venice. I don't know, I'm recording. I can't do anything.
This guy can't multitask.
Yeah, but I'm also paranoid about him recording because it's kind of cringe. You know, the second thing we watched was
the jockey. Kill the jockey, El Jockey, I don't know what it is.
It's El Jockey, Kill the Jockey, and it had a straight opening, a great opening. The first 20 minutes were really solid. And
we actually thought, we both were thinking like, oh shit, we're actually getting a Spanish Kaurismäki film.
Yes.
And we were like, oh shit,
that was the first thing you said, and I was like, oh, exactly the same, on the same wavelength. And it kind of just faltered, like it fizzles out. It just never manages to pull off the funniest bits that it had early on.
Very much like its titular character. It just straight up crashes at some point.
There's some fun characters in it, but it doesn't hold up in the narrative. And then we watched Puja Sir. What's this Indian Napoleon co-production?
We were both hoping for Puja Sir to be like
this year's Stolen.
Yeah,
good action, good thriller.
Bro, the fact that movie hasn't gotten a release,
it's crazy.
Because we were like, this is great last year, but we were hoping for the same situation. Unfortunately, Puja Sir is so stretched out over 2 hours.
Yep.
And it just didn't need to be.
Same thoughts here. I just thought it was very underwhelming, and I was really not rooting for the main character because there's like a narrative, like a certain plot point that needs to be revealed, and the way that they reveal it is kind of stupid. So yeah, I really didn't appreciate that. Then we also got 2 movies that we watched yesterday that we're now able to talk about. Right?
Oh yeah,
Leopardi.
So the 4-hour movie yesterday, which apparently before we saw it was labeled as a documentary.
It's not.
But after we saw it, it was actually a fiction. By the way, the way we were like, from the very first frame, I was already like, wait, hold up.
Is this kind of good?
This is kind of good.
Is this kind of good?
Because it was starting with like this gothic frame. You got the castles in the background, storm, rain, Leopardi in like this beautiful font appears, and I'm like, wait, hold up. We might be in for an actual good movie in here because we were both dreading it. It was 4 hours. We were both very much dreading it. There's no denying.
I was announcing in a group chat to meet up 3 hours into the film, knowing all well that I would leave, but I was like, no, I don't want to leave. This is actually a good narrative. We watched the whole thing.
It is pretty much 2 movies, like an hour and a half of it is actually a story about oppression, repression, all the shins. And
then the second part is just really amping up the romance, where it feels like it stretches it out a bit too much, but because we are so invested in these characters at that point, even like they're so at fault, they're so not likable at parts, especially the lead.
In the first hour and a half, they say like, this guy has no wrist, he cannot pull a single lady off, and then you're kind of in the right to watch him pull a lady off in the next fucking 3 hours. So yeah.
And what was the other thing that we watched that day? I guess we have
Separated?
to check. Yeah, Separated was the last thing we watched that day. And I thought it was kind of a really interesting subject matter with the border and how families were separated in the early 2017, and then it was kind of how like that was all fumbled and then cleaned up again. I think the presentation was just like off. Something about it was just not very good.
Also, the timing of that documentary feels quite weird.
Yeah.
Because it's a documentary that mostly tackles 2016, 17, and then it comes out in 2024. Like, I guess, like just in time for the actual new election.
Well, it very much emphasizes on the precedent that is set that it's not solved. That basically it could just be done again very easily, and it emphasizes that point very much. Then that part of it is important, but the actual part of the documentary of how to present it with talking heads and interviewing people is a bit on the weaker side. And then lastly, a highlight, I think, of the festival so far. We can't talk about Cloud yet and Disclaimer. We've both basically finished them. But what is left is September 5th.
September 5th, yeah.
Something that was tackled before by one of the greats, Spielberg, in Munich. Got
2005 Munich, yeah.
Yeah, got those terrorist attacks got, I guess, told again in a narrative form, and it was, to me, easily the strongest film I've seen at the festival so far.
I can't say anything, guys. I'm
about
sorry.
the ranking, because Cloud is somewhere maybe in there, maybe ahead of it, maybe behind it. We'll see about that, but
I plead the 5th.
He pleads the 5th, September 5th. Yeah.
Hey, that's a good pun. That's a good joke.
But yeah, I think that's basically it. Are we missing anything that we saw today?
Nope. Oh, hey, plot twist. After we came out of September 5th, we actually heard there was a bomb threat
in Sala
in one of the
Perla,
in Sala Perla
for the
so,
John
like,
and Yoko Ono movie.
That's certainly
I was there
a
when they
moment
called it.
of the film festival. You walk out after seeing a terrorist movie.
Yeah, I saw everyone come out. It was a bit odd.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of went back in. It wasn't like that serious. And I also didn't manage to get into Cloud, but I did manage to get the screener, fortunately, so I will be seeing the film without having to go to a midnight screening tomorrow, so I'm very much looking forward to that. Getting some sleep, which is actually what we're about to do. And yeah, we'll come back day 3. Are you ready, Kev?
Actually, we can not talk about Cloud tomorrow because it debuts at midnight.
Oh.
But I can talk about it.
Well, no, we can talk about it, but then just publish it the morning after. You'll get the scoop as early as possible. But yeah,
We're trying our best, guys. All right.